The story begins with Tessa, where her mother and her boyfriend, Noah, are getting ready to drop her off at college. She is about to leave home to stay in a hostel-like dormitory, where she will live until she completes her studies. Tessa arrives at the room with her mother and Noah, carrying her luggage. There, she meets Steph, who was already living in that room before her. However, Tessa's mother doesn't like Steph's company. She immediately asks Tessa to change her room, but somehow, Tessa convinces her mother by saying, "Mom, I'm not like other girls. I won't do anything wrong. I'll only focus on my studies." After that, Tessa says goodbye to her mother and her boyfriend. Soon after, the two of them leave, and Tessa is left alone in her new college life. At college, Tessa meets a boy named Landon. Both become good friends. Tessa loves English literature, but to get a job, she has to study economics. After class, Tessa goes to take a shower. When she comes out, she sees Hardin in her room. She says, "Maybe you've come to the wrong room." Hardin replies, "No, I'm in the right room." Actually, Hardin is Steph's friend. Hardin and Steph ask Tessa to come to a party, but she refuses. She says that she has no interest in any of these things. Here, Tessa had become completely focused on her studies, but in between, she also started getting slightly distracted because of Hardin. A few days later, Steph again asks her to come to a party. This time, Tessa agrees. She goes to her room and starts getting ready for the party. Then, she leaves with Steph to attend it. All of this was a completely new experience for her. At the party, everyone starts playing truth and dare. When it's Tessa's turn, she chooses truth. Molly asks her, "When was the last time you were intimate with someone?" Tessa doesn't answer. She chooses dare instead, and Molly tells her to kiss Hardin. Hardin comes close, but Tessa gets up and leaves. She calls Noah from the party noise. Noah understands she is at a party. Noah says, "Wow, that's surprising. So now you've even started drinking?" After this, an argument breaks out between the two of them. Eventually, Tessa gets angry and hangs up the call. After this, Tessa goes back inside and, while wandering around the party, she ends up entering a quiet room. The room was filled with books. Hardin comes there and asks, "What are you doing in my room?" He comes near her to kiss her again, but Tessa says, "I can't do this," and then she walks away from there. After coming back home, Tessa starts feeling a little upset and disturbed because she had argued with Noah. The next morning, Tessa leaves for her class, and after reaching there, she sits on the seat next to Landon. After this, Tessa and Hardin argue. Tessa believes in love, but Hardin doesn't, even after coming outside the class. The two of them continue arguing. Tessa tells him, "Don't try to get close to me. I already have a boyfriend." Tessa tells Landon about Hardin. Landon says Hardin has been disturbed for a few days. That's why he is behaving like this. We also find out that Landon's mom is going to marry Hardin's dad, which will make them stepbrothers. Landon tells Tessa that Hardin is only trying to distract her, but Tessa confidently replies that he won't be able to. At night, Steph and Tessa go to a tattoo shop where Steph is getting a tattoo done, and she keeps encouraging Tessa to get one as well, but Tessa refuses. The next day, Tessa and Hardin meet at a cafe, where Hardin tries to talk to her and start a conversation. Hardin tells her that he wants to show her something. At first, Tessa refuses and starts to leave, but then she changes her mind and agrees to go with him. Hardin takes her to a lake. He tells her that this is his favorite place. He jumps into the water and asks Tessa to join him. At first she refuses, but later she also goes in. They get close and kiss. At night, the two of them are having dinner at a restaurant and start asking each other personal questions. Just then, Hardin's friends arrive there, and he begins to feel uncomfortable because of their presence. He tells Tessa to go outside, and she quietly gets up and leaves. After a while, Hardin goes to Tessa, and she asks him, "Were you embarrassed when your friends saw you with me?" Hardin says that it's nothing like that. Tessa then tells him that she will tell Noah about them and break up with him. Hardin replies that if she wants to break up, she can, but she shouldn't blame it on him, because he doesn't believe in dating anyone. Hearing this, Tessa feels deeply shocked and hurt, and she walks away from there. The next day, Noah comes to meet her. She is happy to see him. At a party that night, a boy tries to make a move on Tessa. Hardin gets angry and beats him up. That night, Noah stays with Tessa. After he falls asleep, Tessa receives a message from Landon asking her to come over. At Landon's house, she learns Hardin had a fight with his dad and is upset. Landon tells her that Hardin won't talk to him and suggests that she should try talking to him once, maybe he might listen to her. Tessa comforts him. Hardin apologizes for his behavior, and Tessa spends the night with him. The next morning, Noah questions her about where she was. Hardin arrives, and Noah understands everything. He breaks up with Tessa and leaves. Tessa is upset for days because she lost her childhood friend. Later, she meets Hardin and tells him that Noah has been with her since childhood, especially when her father left her and her mother, and that Noah supported them a lot during that difficult time. She tells Hardin that although Noah was chosen by her mom, Hardin is more important to her. She confesses her love. Hardin agrees, and they start dating. They had started spending a lot of time together by then, sharing long conversations and quiet moments that slowly brought them closer. With each passing day, their bond grew stronger, and without even realizing it, they began to matter deeply to each other. One day, Tessa's mom catches Hardin in her room and angrily tells Tessa to break up with him. But Tessa refuses, saying she wants to live life on her own terms because since childhood, every decision in her life had been made by her mother, and now, she doesn't want her future to be controlled the same way anymore. Her mother tells her that if she wants to stay in a relationship with him, then she should never speak to her again. And after saying this, she walks away from there. The next day, Tessa meets Landon, and he explains to her that Hardin is very complicated, so she should move forward in this relationship carefully and think everything through. After some time, Hardin comes to pick Tessa up and takes her to a beautiful house, telling her that from now on, they will live there together. Tessa agrees to his decision, and soon the two of them begin living happily, enjoying their life as everything finally seems to be falling perfectly into place. Hardin takes Tessa to his dad's wedding. There, the two of them meet Landon. After a short while, Hardin and Tessa also meet Hardin's father and his soon-to-be stepmother, who is Landon's mother. In reality, Hardin hates his father because he had treated Hardin's mother very badly in the past. Hardin, feeling deeply upset and disappointed, shares all these things with Tessa and opens up to her about his past. Then, to lift Hardin's mood, Tessa starts dancing with him, and slowly the moment brings them closer, eventually leading them to share an intimate connection. The next day, when Tessa is in the restroom, Molly starts making negative remarks about Hardin, saying that he is unpredictable and there's no telling what he might do. One evening, Tessa reads a message from Molly on Hardin's phone. She questions him, and they argue. Hardin starts to leave, but Tessa keeps asking him what is going on. Then Hardin looks at her and asks, "Do you trust me?" Tessa replies, "Yes, I do." After that, Hardin tells her to wait for him, and then leaves the house at night. Tessa starts getting very worried and restless. Just then, she receives a message from Jace. So she goes to meet him in his car and asks where Hardin is. Jace tells her that maybe he is at the club. Tessa goes to the club and sits down with Hardin's friends. After a short while, Hardin also arrives there, and soon an argument begins between the two of them. At a gathering, Molly reveals that during the Truth and Dare party, Hardin was dared to make Tessa fall for him. She even shows a video as proof. Tessa is heartbroken and leaves. Hardin follows her and says it was before he knew her and that now he truly loves her. But Tessa doesn't believe him. Tessa says, "I loved you with all my heart. I even fought with my mother for you. And this is how you repay my love." After saying this, she walks away from there, heartbroken and deeply upset. Tessa leaves for her mother's house and reaches there the next morning, where she apologizes to her mom. Her mother also says sorry to her, realizing that she had behaved rudely with Tessa the last time. Tessa also apologizes to Noah, and they become friends again. After this, Tessa leaves for her college. Tessa starts working at a place recommended by Hardin's dad. Later, during class, Tessa's teacher hands her a letter that Hardin had submitted instead of his assignment. Confused at first, Tessa opens it and begins reading. In the letter, Hardin admits that he never truly believed in love until he met her. He writes about how meeting her changed his perspective on life and how deeply he regrets hurting her. He sincerely apologizes for his mistakes and expresses his honest feelings, hoping she can understand his heart. Tessa goes to the lake, where Hardin meets her. She decided to forget all the old memories and mistakes and was ready to start a fresh new beginning with him. This is where the movie ends, but their journey is not over yet. The story continues with new challenges and emotions in the second part. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Movie Mind Explained for the second part.